Hey everyone, and welcome back to the HellfireComms livestream. Today I'm playing one of my favorite games ever, actually. I love this game so much. This is Mario Golf for the GameBoy Color. I have so many hours in this game, it's actually kind of ridiculous. That's a save file that I already have completed, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new one. Hey, thanks for the raid! Thank you, people coming into the raid. This is HellfireComms. We play kind of just whatever we feel like. We're currently streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Sparanda, I'm a member of the group. And like I said, I'm here playing Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color, because I love it. I usually play as Kid, so I'm actually going to play as Joe this time. I will play right-handed. Yep, that's fine. We are... Spar. Just came after finishing Wallace and Gromit: The Grand Adventure Episode 3. Cool. I don't know anything about that. That's not my cup of tea, as it were. But this is a pretty simple game. It's kind of just... you play golf. You go through the tournaments and you get to the end and you just have fun playing it. There's not much to the story. There's not much to the characters. It's just a fun game to play golf, I think. But it's something that I've always loved playing many, many times. I've played through this dozens of times before, and even earlier this year I think I played through it, so... Zihon94 says, I came from streaming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament. I'm a tournament organizer. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. Oh, Wallace and Gromit: The Grand Adventure is a Telltale game, a point-and-click adventure game, hence the adventure part of the title. Makes sense. One of my favorite parts of this game is actually the music. It's just... I don't know, there's something about it that's just super charming. Start to finish, every piece of music in the game is good. The GBA Mario Golf doesn't quite hit the same for me. Yeah, we'll go to the clubhouse. Now there's a few things that we could do. Like I could just, you know, go over here and start a round of golf. Here is the driveway practice course. Here is the approaching and other miscellaneous shots practice course. And that way is the putting green practice course. But in the sense of time, we're going to just go ahead and start a tournament. Now this is sort of an RPG in that you know, gain XP and can level up your stats and stuff like that. You can kind of, I mean, with some clever play and a little bit of abusing the system, you can win without having to go get any extra level up, so hopefully we don't have any problems with that. Love this music, it's so good. Let's go ahead and start off with the power shot. Great start. So power shots increase your distance and height of your shot. You get 6 per round, but if you hit it perfectly, you keep the power shot and it doesn't get spent, basically. Because the wind is facing against me, I actually want to hit it stronger than what it's telling me, and I didn't mean to hit it that strong. But it looks like it's mostly going to work out for me. Now, I am using a wireless controller, so I'm hoping that doesn't cause any, like, input lag issues. I'm not going to blame input lag if I screw up, but I do remember that being a moderate issue when I played on my own a while back. N64 Mario Golf is actually the one that I have played the least. I barely played any of it. I actually didn't play any of it at all when I was younger, and I barely played any when it became available on NSO. So I have basically no experience with it. I played this, Advanced Tour on the GBA, Toadstool Tour on the GameCube, the World Tour on 3DS, and Super Rush on Switch. I think that's all of them. Oh my lord. I think we're still gonna make it? Yeah, okay, we're still on the green. I'll take that. Alright, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I should probably spend more time in the N64 Mario Golf to get a better feel for it. I'm not trying to hit full power. The GameCube one is kinda good, it just... I don't know, it doesn't... Again, it doesn't have the same feel for me. There's something about it that just doesn't quite work the same. Not having any kind of adventure mode definitely hurts, in my opinion. And while I am glad they brought that back for Super Rush, it was completely lackluster. And just really not that enjoyable overall. Oh my lord, I'm playing terribly. I think I maybe should have put in some practice so I get used to the timing, because I think, again, I don't want to blame input lag, but I think the input timing is a little different on the NSO compared to the emulator. Well, that's not great, but not terrible. Oof. Yeah, this is going awful. I take it back. This is going great. Oh man, if that went in the cup, that would have been amazing. And that's part of why I love this game, because stuff like that can happen where you feel like it went terribly, but it just, you know, it turns out great. I wouldn't say I'm a golf fan. My dad watches every so often, and I'll, like, if I have to talk to him about something, I'll sit there and watch for a minute or two. But, nah, I tend to like golf in video games better than real life. Okay, so the ball landed in a divot. In the bottom right corner, you can see that's basically the percentage, the lie, that the ball has on the grass. And because it landed in a divot, it's actually going to affect my distance a little. There we go. I think I'm getting a little bit more used to the timing now. Yeah, good shit. Yakuza 3 has a sub-story locked behind winning a golf tournament. Yeah, that sounds like a Yakuza kind of thing. Come on. Ah! I'm gonna lose all my power shots. As I said last week during the PokeRogue stream, I should play the Yakuza series at some point, because it does seem like something that I would enjoy. That turned out alright. Ooh, I should have hit that a little harder. Fortunately, it worked out. I never played Golf Story. The more I looked into it, the more I saw reviews of people saying that it had more story than golf. And stuff like that, so it kind of turned me off, which, I mean, I know letting reviews color your opinion is never the best thing, but it's also the money of buying the game that also hurts. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Timmy, is I'm not really into golf, in real life, but I like games because I used to play the Tiger Woods PGA Tour games a lot when I was younger as well. Really thinking I should have played on emulator, but at least I got that shot. Nice. Okay, we're definitely going to be taking the lead here. This is why I'm not too worried. In this first tournament, you have to try really hard to lose. Later on, the AI is going to be much stronger and actually tougher to deal with in terms of their score, because it's not like we can see them playing or anything. Nice, another chip in. Let's just do a normal shot this time. I don't want to use up all my power shots before even getting to the back nine. Of course, now I hit it perfect. When I didn't use a power shot. That's how it goes. Yeah, Mr. Ichiban Yakuza himself is going to be in Cross Worlds. The amount of characters in that game is kind of nuts. I used to play a lot of baseball games as well, Timmy. A little bit of football, although I never really knew what I was doing in those. Got a tailwind, so let's see if we can use that to our advantage here. I don't know, for me the thing about racing games is you really need to have friends to play with. And while I certainly am with, you know, the HFC Discord and whatnot, gonna have people to play with, I don't know. It's kind of the same reason that I'm not interested in getting Mario Kart. Even though I plan on getting a Switch 2 soon. I'd rather spend my money on other stuff, I guess. I'm really almost entirely a single player kind of guy anyway. Hey, finally got a perfect power shot. There's quite a bit of nuance to this game in terms of like how the hills and stuff work. And like how far your shots go when you don't hit full power. Like, because I was in a divot that was really, really short. If you hit to the right, so the bar on the left when you stop it is the power, the bar on the right when you stop it is your control. So if your control lands to the right of the main bar, you'll actually hit the ball to the left of where you targeted and vice versa. So you got to keep that in mind. You can also do fade and draw by holding a direction when you swing. There's also sort of topspin and backspin, but they don't work real well in this game, especially compared to like Advanced Tour and Toadstool Tour. Hey Michael Lake, welcome to the stream. Wow, that was actually pretty good. These par 3 holes are actually some of the toughest early on, especially with your control stat really low. Yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. See, second place is almost 10 points behind us, so I'm not really worried about losing at all at this point. When we get to like the third and fourth tournament, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with some of my play, but hopefully I'll have a better grasp of the timing by then, because obviously I'm still missing my shots quite a bit. Fortunately, I still know my approaches pretty well. Again, from years of playing this game, I pretty much know how to get everything, especially from the first tournament, because this is the easiest course in the game. Unfortunately, now I'm out of power shots, so I can't use them at all. But that's not a big deal. This is just really calm, soothing music. I love it. The Marion Club music is great. There's some weird stuff going on with the frame rate on my end because of my capture card. I'm hoping that's not coming through the stream. I'm not sure if that's a OBS thing or something else is going on, so that's screwing me up a little. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yep, that's a bogey. That's fine. I still am extremely not worried. Putz is not even going to make par. And he's supposed to be the champion of Marion Club. And he doesn't even make par in the tournament. It's kind of ridiculous to think about. That should be good, I think. Yes. Yep. Just about perfect. Again, like I said, the approach is really easy, because the timing is not quite as strict. Especially since I'm not worried about power shots on the approaches. Or second strokes, or whatever you want to call them. Now, I really wish I had my power shots here, because base stats on this hole kind of sucks. Especially not hitting full power. This might be a green in 3 on this one. Oh, especially with the hill doing that to me. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I really wish I didn't do that with my control. But it looks like it worked out for me. So by holding left on the D-pad while I was swinging, I was able to do a curve shot. So I could curve it around the tree rather than hitting the tree, which would have really hurt my shot. Yeah, see, Putz is down at even par. I think he's probably going to end up +1. Alright, I can deal with that. That's actually really good. Again, the par 3s are kind of rough because the ball bounces so far. Azalea, that you can see in 3rd place there, is actually one of the other player characters that you can choose. Kid, Joe, Azalea, and Sherry are the 4 characters that you can play as. I think they all have different starting stats. I think Joe starts at a longer drive range, but worse control. And I don't remember what the girls have, because I don't play them as often. After a few level ups, it doesn't make that much difference anyway, because mainly for the level ups, you're just increasing distance and then maintaining the other things like control. This is going to be a rough putt. That's not going to hit it. Shut my mouth, I was wrong. Alright, well, that's one tournament down. And we get a whole lot of XP. Alright, first thing we're going to do is fix that. Make sure that's good, and then bump that back down. And we're going to do the entire adventure mode, yes. Although, I mean, just the tournaments. I'm not doing all the optional stuff or the match games. Basically, just any percent. Alright, and that's one down. So before you beat the tournament, if I had gone over here, up there, as this character is about to introduce us, these are the club champions. We have Genius, who is the champion of the Lynx Club, the 4th tournament. Then we have Tiny, the champion of the Dune Club. Grace, I actually forgot her name, thank you, champion of the Palm Club. And Putz, who is the former champion of the Marion Club. And I could have actually gone to do a match game against him before winning the tournament, if I had wanted to. Because it's called the Lynx Club because, well, Lynx is another name for golf course. But the symbol, or logo, I guess, for the Lynx Club is the Triforce. So it is a direct reference to Zelda. Let's go ahead and start the Palm Club tournament. You can also see quite a few references in the scoreboard when it pops up. I think occasionally you can see Zelda or Star Fox characters show up in the player list. How long is the story? We'll probably finish within 3 hours, I would say. Depending on how often I need to retry. Which hopefully won't be too often. There is a mechanic, or an exploit, I guess you could say, where if you save and quit while on a course like this, when you enter back in, it will actually start you back at the beginning of the hole, rather than where your shot landed, so you can retry the entire hole. Hopefully I won't have to take advantage of that too much. That's fine. I really wish I had gotten that, but that's okay. Again, the 2 starting tournaments are pretty easy. I'm not too worried about this one either. See, we have Metal Mario, Falco, Ludwig, Fox, Wendy, Slippy, Pigma. Yeah. And I think the guest characters that appear in the tournaments are like randomly generated every time you go into a tournament. So you can get different ones each time. Now this shot is kind of rough because of all these trees here. Especially with the pin on this side of the green, but... oh, I didn't get it right. Alright. Okay, let's see how we do here. Okay, I guess I did perfectly. How about that? We take those all day long, folks. Metal M is Metal Mario. It would be funny if, since Mario is meant to be like the pinnacle of all golfers in this world, if Metal Mario was like a rival that you had to overcome. They should do that for a story mode. I'm doing a lot better with my timing here, so that's good. At least for the power shots. This might go too far. Yep. That's okay. Should have hit that a little harder. That's fine. We'll take a par on this one. This is rough. My drive distance is not great for this particular hole layout. Even with a power shot, there wouldn't have really been a lot of good places to aim for. Oh, just missed it. And that hill's gonna drop me off. Okay, still on the green edge, good. The larger the arrow, the steeper the slope of the green, if that wasn't clear. That's a really strong wind for this hole. That is a really strong wind for this hole. That's rough. Pun not intended. I'm just gonna have to take a par on this one. I don't feel like retrying a whole bunch early on. I'm still not worried about losing the tournament. I am a little annoyed that I'm screwing up so much, but the wind is kind of screwing me over at times. Yeah, I felt I missed that one. I think I got a good handle on the timing now, because I can tell when I'm messing up. I can tell when I'm the one at fault for not hitting the spot that I wanted, rather than the game. Grace is still getting a better score as we go, but that's going to stop before too long. Okay. No, I don't think I want to try to use another power shot. I don't think it would have helped me too much if I did. Actually, it might have. Come on, wind. Push the ball back. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna use our first retry. So just by save and quit, and then go back in it puts us back at the beginning of the hole. And we actually get the same wind, so that doesn't change. I think in Advanced Tour on the GPA it does change the wind. When's the difficulty spike? Next tournament is when the difficulty is definitely going to ramp up. Yeah, that's a lot better. I would have been really embarrassed if I missed that putt. What is with these strong winds? I guess that's fine. Okay. Moving along, we're tied with Grace now. This is another rough one with base stats. Don't hit the tree. Alright, good. Perfect. It might have been a little too strong. That's unfortunate. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to use the putter. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. So you can use the putter from just beyond the green, and you'll need to hit it a lot stronger because you're hitting it out of much taller grass, especially if you're in the semi-rough or the rough. But sometimes that's easier than trying to chip it. I think I just want to hit normally here. Yeah. Good call. Yeah, I hit a tree on that one, but that's fine. That's bad. That's probably not going to make it to the green. Nope. But I got the chip in anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, see, Grace is starting to lose points already. This one is also really rough for base stats because power doesn't get me across the water. So I've just got to deal with hitting it short. That's probably okay. That's way better than okay. That's extremely better than okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I thought that was going to be a bad shot, you know? I just love how things like that can happen. Not what I was trying to do. But that was way better than what I was trying to do. Oh, this is a really long hole. With a headwind as well. And I missed my power. At least I'll be on the fairway. Okay, I'm going for it. Oh, that's not great. Nope, that sucks. Well, I went for it and I didn't get it, but it's still okay. We're still gonna get a birdie. And unfortunately, I used up 2 power shots for that. Make that kind of gamble now when I can afford it, because can't afford that shit in the next course. Starting to forget my timing again. I'm actually kind of glad I hit that tree, so that it didn't go too far. I'm not glad that I hit that tree, however. One of the unfortunate things with the created characters, the player characters rather, is that when they start, the height on their shot is really low. So you end up hitting trees with shots that wouldn't otherwise. And it takes a while, takes a few level ups before the shots get some height to them to make up for that. And yes, I'm playing on NSO, so I could be using the save state function, but that just seems annoying to watch. So I'm not going to subject everyone to that. See, Grace is down to 3 under now. So, like I said, extremely not worried. That actually kind of worked out in my favor, because if I had gotten a perfect on the control, it actually would have had me end up further to the right. This is going to be a tough shot. Oof, oof, yeah, that's bad. I'm going to have to retry this one. That was awful. Actually, you know what? I ain't that worried. It's not like I spent a power shot on it or anything. I'm not going to lose, so retrying is just a waste of time. It's just for my pride, really. Take the par and move on. Alright, here's the par 5. I got 1 power shot left, so let's use it. Again, kind of glad I hit that tree so it didn't go too far. That's not great. I'm going to be in the semi-rough, or even the rough, wow. Okay, not too bad. We take those. Alright, 1 more for this tournament. Yeah, I don't have any power shots left. Fortunately, this one's pretty easy. And I think after this tournament, quite a number of things will unlock in the overworld. Almost all of them are just things to get more XP. There is one thing that can get you custom clubs, I think. I'm not going to be showing those off just because they take a lot more time. And quite a few of them are difficult enough that I would need to be using save states, which again, I don't really want to show off because I find that really annoying to watch. See how the height is on the mid-low side here? And putting points in it actually makes it lower, which I find a little ridiculous. As I don't want my shot to be lower. I get a lot more benefit out of the shot trajectory being higher. And it plays basically the same cutscene for each of these trophy cutscenes. Oh, yeah, Jeppo, you asked why we have shades? That's just this character. He's the quintessential cool guy. That's right. Third club is this way. Alright, tournament number 3. This is when things get a lot more difficult. This course is a lot tougher, I would say. Because the trees become cacti, which don't let you through when you hit them. And the patterned area here is wasteland, which is even worse than rough. And there's just a lot more obstacles. Also, the AI for the rest of the players in the tournament gets a little better. So you actually have to keep your score up better than in the previous ones. Yeah, that's rough. That's really bad. If anyone's wondering why I'm doing that on my approaches, when you're within 60 feet of the pin, rather than activating a power shot, you change your shot style to approach. So you can cap out your distance, your power at either 30 yards or 60 yards. And so when you do that, but you increase the club, your shot trajectory goes lower. So that means you get a shorter hit, but a longer roll, and you're also affected less by the wind. It's a running approach. And I really like using that if I can. Usually only from the fairway. If you try it from the rough or the semi-rough, you usually don't get as much benefit. Okay, so we're hitting with a 4 wood, which means the shot's going to be higher. I think this might be okay. Yeah, we'll be on the green at least. It'll be a rough putt though. Okay, let's see how we do. Okay, got it. Nice. Yeah, I don't really know where to aim here. Just hit and pray. Damn. I was really hoping I was going to be better with my power shots by now. Shit. No, that's not going to help that much. Let's try a power shot. Okay, good. I was actually literally holding my breath for that one. The running approach is actually really great for getting chip-ins from further out. Like, that was pretty close there. If I didn't adjust for the wind, I actually would have gotten it. Ah, I actually hit the pin. Which is great, because if I had kept bouncing, I probably would have ended up in the rough. So that was actually perfect. So Tiny's the champion. Got Azalea, Peppy Jr., Bill, is that Ken from Street Fighter? Spike, Lakitu, Kid is one of the other player characters. I don't know who Mr. I is. Goomba, Andros, Morton. The thought of Andros just playing golf just kind of doesn't work. Like Fox is about to take his shot, and Andros just pulls out a rule book and says, "Can't let you do that, Star Fox." Yeah, that's a tough putt. I'm not surprised I missed that. And my cat Precious just came out from hiding, so she's wondering what's going on, why I'm making so much noise now. She's gonna go somewhere else so she doesn't have to listen to me talking. Alright, yeah, that was pretty good actually. I shouldn't have adjusted there. My trajectory was actually right. Alright, tied with Tiny already. I stand by what I said that this course is a difficulty spike. I've just been playing this game for so long and so many times that it's still not that bad for me. As I kind of know how to circumvent the obstacles. Assuming that I can actually, you know, hit my shots the way I want to. That's pretty good, actually. Better than I usually get on this green. Not bad, and now we're in the lead. Oh, this one sucks. That bunker in the front and the rough behind, this one's terrible. And it's far enough away that you gotta use the four-wood, which means you get a much bigger bounce and you're more greatly affected by the wind. This is probably going to be in the sand. No, actually. The green edge is also huge for some reason. Oh, how did that not make it? Okay, well, that's fine. Tiny got a birdie, so I guess we're tied with Tiny now. Can we make it out to this island? Barely, but with the wind, we actually wouldn't make it, so let's not. You can green in 2 if you can get to that island, but with the wind like this, it's not worth trying, because I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, this headwind really sucks for this hole. Alright, cool. I made it within 60 yards. That should be fine. Precious is now crying for some reason. What are you crying about, Precious? She probably just wants to play with something. I know I gave her lunch, so she's not crying about food, but whatever. Well, I'm kind of surprised that hit the ramp. The hill there. I really wanted a perfect shot on that one. For this reason. Okay, well, let's see how we do with this. That's fine? Question mark? If I can keep this pace up, I should be fine. I'm gonna need to play a lot better than this in the next tournament, though, that's for sure. And especially the final tournament, that one's really bad. I'll probably have to abuse my retries a lot more in the final tournament. If it gets to be really annoying, I'll just use save states and rewind, but I hope it doesn't get that bad. Okay. I think this is going to be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. The best drive thing that pops up means I had the longest drive out of everyone in the tournament that landed on the fairway, specifically. So Tiny, whose drive distance is 250 yards, is much higher than mine, but if he doesn't land in the fairway, then it doesn't count. Damn, that was nice. On the par 3s, there's also a thing for getting the closest tee shot to the pin. And all of those things, the closest to pin and the longest drive, will add to your EXP at the end, I'm pretty sure. All these headwinds are terrible. That's actually a pretty perfect shot. Please don't land behind the cactus. Please don't land behind the cactus. You landed behind the fucking cactus. Ah, shit. Okay. Please. It's trying to curve against the wind. Yeah, I'm not surprised that failed. But we take those. Damn. Go me. Oh, wow. Tiny got destroyed. Tiny got destroyed on that hole because he was neck and neck with me a second ago. That's terrible. Oof. I'm definitely going to hit that cactus, so let's go around it. Oh, that's so awful. Every bit of this is terrible. Don't land out of bounds. Okay. Well, I should still be okay, as long as Tiny doesn't make a miraculous comeback in the last few holes. Yeah, you know, I should be fine. So the same thing for the longest drive applies for the closest to pin. If you don't land on the green, it doesn't count, even if you are closer than someone else. For example, if I had been in the rough on the bottom part of the green back there, and someone was at the top of the green, they would be counted as closer because they're actually on the green. The green edge also doesn't count as being on the green, which I find ridiculous. Especially because there are some holes, like the one we saw on the front nine of this one, where the green edge is just passive, for no discernible reason. I'm just gonna have to deal with that. I didn't feel like risking a power shot. This should still be okay-ish. Less okay than I thought, but more okay than I wanted. Whatever. That wasn't correct, but fine. Just hit the ball and go, Spar. This is another one where there's a little bit of fairway over here that you can land on to make it easier, but I can't hit it far enough to make that, unfortunately. Even with the perfect shot, I would land in the rough back there, so it wouldn't be good. Speaking of the rough, the hill sent me the wrong way. The physics for these hills doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. Oh, this wind is terrible for this hole. That should be fine. Or not. The wind really, really screwed me there. Hi, Sol. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm actually super upset that that putt missed. Well, we're pretty much done with this tournament now, so it doesn't matter if I spin my last power shot, which I managed to save it anyway. I think it would be cool if you got extra XP for keeping all your power shots, but whatever. Or having any left over, I guess. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm planning on buying a Switch 2 soon. Probably at the start of the month. Been saving up for it. Alright, 3 tournaments down. Okay, so we want to fix this. Yeah, I think fixing my draw would be the best option here, especially going to the next tournament. Hello, welcome to the Dune Club. Please do not step in the piss grass. You may wonder why we here at the Dune Club have let all of our grass die and wither away until it becomes yellow. And in response to that, I say, fuck you. See, this place is open now. So if I accepted that, I think you can choose either a Super Power Club or a Super Control Club. The Super Power Club gives you a big boost in distance, but also makes your fade or draw a lot stronger. And also, his cabinet just has a free 1-up, which is just free level up. There's also one in the Club President's course back at Marion Club. I can go show that real quick. Let's see, where is it? Here? Yes. You come right over here, and another 1-up. Now let's fix our control. You always want to keep that at least 3. If it goes down to 2 or lower on the control, it's a lot tougher to do what you want to do. Missing the control on your power slider will actually affect it a lot stronger when that stat is that low. I think actually the symbol for each of the clubs that I mentioned earlier might only appear on the trophies when you go to the trophy room, but they're more prominent in the Advanced Tour on the GBA, because they actually have signs out front and stuff. Okay, so this course introduces a couple of new obstacles. These bits of grass here are actually very, very thick grass, which basically ruin any chance of getting a birdie if you landed them. And the green that doesn't have a pattern here is fast green, which will make the ball keep rolling further if you happen to roll across it. Which, since there's also a sand trap there, It can be very dangerous. See how it rolls a lot further than it normally would right there? That's what I mean. That's really, really bad. I absolutely did not mean to hit it that weak. That's fine. I'll take that for hole 1. Alright, who do we got on the scorecard this time? King Zora, Saria, Ruto, and Link, Rauru, Deku, Zelda, Naboru. Wow, this is the Link's Club, so this is where all the Zelda characters come in. Dampé, Talon, Pierre, Goron Kid, Koopa, Navi, Impa, Darunia, Sheik, Skull Kid, Mito, and Ingo. I think those are all Zelda characters. Yeah, almost all of them, if not all of them, from Ocarina of Time. That's awful. I don't want to land there. We're going to go ahead and retry that. Could I hit properly, please? Because I'm just going to land... Okay, well, I didn't land in the same spot. Almost. Oh, man. That's really bad. I don't want to retry again, though. Oh, wow, I'm screwing up bad. I want to retry this again. No, I don't like getting a par after using up a power shot. One more try. Okay, I got it perfect this time at least. Okay, I don't need to spend a power shot on this one. Although it would have ended up a lot better if I did. Because now I'm going to land in the heath. And that hurts my shot a lot. Still better than the last attempt. I'll take the birdie. I couldn't have gotten an eagle without a ridiculous chip in, so that's fine. Was Rauru a character in Ocarina? Because I don't remember that. Granted, I never played it, but I only know Rauru in the in Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, nice chipping. That's probably okay, because I think if I hit it perfect, I would have landed in the heath up there. So this is probably okay, as long as I'm not in the sand. Alright. That's actually pretty good. Alright, yep. We'll take that birdie. Genius is gonna run away with points here soon. I hate this so much. Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. If I can't even make a green in 2 on a par 4. Okay, well, I almost made the green in 2. I got the green edge. I don't think I'm quite gonna make it. That's fine. I just need to start playing better. Because I'm not gonna catch up to Genius if I keep getting pars. Why was that so short? Wow. Well, whatever. Oh, come on, no. There's no way. No, I'm resetting that. That's bullshit. That should have went in. I need a better putt this time, I guess. My trajectory was off and my power was off. Please? What is happening? It's like the hill is not affecting it in the way it should be. That happens sometimes. Because it should be... I should be getting the downward slope and the slope that's pushing it to the side, but the angle is at such a point where I'm not getting the part that pushes it to the side. There we go. Okay. Moving on. That was dumb. I really wanted a perfect here, but that's fine. The fast fairway is going to carry me really far. Well, maybe not really far, but definitely far enough. Please land on the green. Okay. I think I can make this. Not easily, but I think I can make this. That was a little soft. Actually, no, that was perfect. Good. I don't think Genius is going to get a birdie on every hole. But if he does, I'm kind of screwed. So far, he's definitely even with getting a birdie on every hole, but I think that stops on the back 9. I think I can go over those trees. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Why? Why would you do this to me? I barely caught the edge of it. That's fine. Okay. As long as I still get a birdie out of it, I don't care. Yeah, okay, you missed the birdie on that one. Hope those trees aren't a problem. Those trees are a problem. Oof. Yeah, those trees were a big problem. Not happy about that. Take a par. That's fine. Genius didn't get a birdie either, so we're good. I think I'm okay so far. That's a good shot. Someone else got closer to the pin than that. That's why I didn't get the closest to pin thing. Nice! I'm tied with Gene. Let's keep this pace and we'll be good. That's not great. No, that's pretty bad. I would have really liked a birdie here, but I guess I'll take it for now. Gene got a bogey. What is with the terrible headwinds? What the fuck was that? Whatever, I can still make two. I think this is okay. I think the wind is going to help me a lot here. Oh yeah. I wanted to hit that a little stronger, but it worked out. Nice birdie. Just got to stay ahead of Gene now. That's not a great way to do it. Stay out of the heat. Okay, good. Alright, good. Think I can deal with this. Yep, alright. Nice! Gene got a bogey. This hole sucks, by the way. because there's the big tree right there, and if you've got the super clubs that I was talking about before, your draw goes right through it. Also, just the placement of all the obstacles and everything. I definitely need to keep at least one power shot, because I know there's another really long par 5 coming. Damn, not bad, he said to himself. Okay, here's the par 3. This one also has a tree in a very annoying spot. That's probably gonna kill this shot. Yeah, that plus the wind. Definitely putting me in the bunker. That's okay. Yeah, that's a rough wind for this hole. Whatever. Hit it and move on. He's 3 behind me and 3 holes left. Here's the par 5. Okay, we'll curve it and see what this does. Oh, that curved a lot more than I expected. You know what? Let's just see what we get out of this. That's not terrible. That actually could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone a hell of a lot worse. I've gotten much worse lies on the green from getting on in 2, so I'll take that. Who was the one that planted the trees at the start of the 15th tee? Probably Wario. Amazing to think about. This game came out before Waluigi existed. Think about that. That's awful. That's just about as bad as it could be. Alright, he's 4 behind and we're on the last hole. Out of power shots, that's okay, because there's more trees in the way here. Not to mention the fast fairway that leads right into the heath bushes, which is just a dick move. If I had a power shot, I could aim for the left side, but there's a lot of obstacles over there too. See if we can curve over to the left side and land in the heath again, because I don't know how far my curve goes. That's okay. Please. Okay, good. I'm glad I at least got the green edge. Okay, well, not the greatest to finish off the tournament, but at least we got it done. Give me that XP. Get a lot of XP. 420! Yeah, just bump up the drive distance. I'm gonna need it for the next tournament. Jesus Christ. The next tournament makes all of the others look like a joke. It's gonna play the credits, but we're not done, by the way. Yay! And I don't think I can make this go faster, so we're just gonna sit through it, I guess. Like I said, we're not done, so don't go away. There's still one more tournament left. Unfortunately, I can't make this go faster on NSO. Yeah, the music's so good. Koji Kondo. I think this was probably one of the first things that Camelot did for Nintendo. Alright. A nice shot at Joe there. And then we get sent back to the title screen. And if we go back in and go to the clubhouse... Let's go check the trophy room, actually. I think that's what's here. Yes. Okay, so... yeah, the symbols don't appear until Advanced Tour on the GBA, unfortunately. It just has the letter for each one. But obviously, there's one more trophy to get. So if we head out of the clubhouse, we get stopped. And his invitation came. Huh, I wonder what kind of invitation. Oh god. We got a letter. We got a letter from Peach inviting us to the castle. Yeah, like I said earlier, I've played extremely little of Mario Golf on the N64, but man, I played a lot of Toadstool Tour. And we made it to the Mushroom Kingdom, which is in the clouds for some reason. And we have Peach and Mario and Luigi and Bowser and Yoshi and Donkey Kong and Baby Mario is also here somehow. Actually kind of excited for the new tennis game. I hope the adventure mode in that one is actually pretty cool. I hope it's a lot more robust than the one for Super Rush. I like how Luigi's the one to step up here and actually get in Bowser's face. Oh yeah, of course, the Peach's Castle theme from Super Mario 64. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the tournament. Hopefully I don't fail miserably. Let's go. Oh god. Oh, her sprite looked weird walking sideways. I didn't like that. Okay, so the Star Cup, Peach's Castle tournament, whatever you want to call it, is way more difficult. The courses are just a lot harder, and the opponents that you're going up against are also much stronger as well. Not a great start. Do love the music, though. I just kind of love this theme. Par's not great, but I'll take it. So we've got Shy Guy is actually in the lead, with Baby Mario, Monty Mole, Koopa Paratroopa, Sniffit, Yoshi, Wiggler, Bomb-Omb, Mario, who is actually our partner. We're going through at the same time. You always go through at the same time as the champion. There's Goomba, Koopa Troopa, DK, Luigi, Link is here as well. Toad, Nagi, Dory, that would be interesting. Womp would also be interesting to watch. Bowser, Boo, Peach, Zelda, McCloud, just McCloud. Fox is separate. Chain Chomp, Bub, and Bezo. Huh. God, that was awful. Wow. I'm gonna reset that one. I'm gonna use a retry. I say use a retry like they're limited. They're limited in terms of my patience, I guess. That's a little better. A tree might be in the way. No, actually, it's fine. Okay, I think this is fine. Yeah, I should be able to get a birdie off of this. Yep, that's good. God, Mario's already 2 shots ahead of me. He got an eagle in the first hole. This hole sucks. I hate this hole so much. Especially with the wind like this, it's terrible. Whoever decided to design a hole of golf to look like this should never, ever design anything ever again. Oh, that wind hit me a lot stronger than I thought it would. Please land on the green. Technically on the green. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I'll take this par. I need to stop hitting pars though. Mario's at 4 under now. It felt like the thing just kind of slid into place. Instead of getting the timing right, it just kind of gave it to me. Best drive. I think Mario's drive distance is like 270. I actually don't know what Bowser's is. I'm not even sure if you can play as Bowser. This sucks. That's a miss, yep. I can't afford bogeys. Pars at this point are still kind of okay. Bogeys I cannot take. Definitely cannot afford bogeys. This should be a lot better. Sort of. Yeah, okay, good. Good birdie. Mario's already at 6 under. And I don't think he's going to fall off like Genius did, unfortunately. I don't remember what score he ends up with, but it's pretty high. Or pretty low, I guess. Michael Lake says the N64 version of this game came out July 26, 1999, and this version for Game Boy Color came out October 5th of 99. And I know there was a thing you could do with some kind of connection pack where you could transfer your player character from this game into Golf 64, just like you could do with Advanced Tour and Toadstool Tour, where you could play as your custom character, which was actually, like, obviously the strongest golfer you could get, since you could customize their stats and everything. Really, really small island. Let's just rewind. Rather than doing the save and quit, I'm just gonna rewind until I fucking get it. Even that landed in the water? Damn. That's bad. Because that's going to bounce. Okay, that I can deal with. Alright, that's fine. I'll take that. That's a case where I think the rewind made more sense than the save and quit, because it's just a really hard shot to land on that little island surrounded by water. Yeah, there's a tree in the way here. I'm gonna actually aim back here, because there's that row of trees in the way there. Trying to go for that island is the best for this one, but I don't have the stats to do it. Okay, I got over the trees, got over the bunker. Okay. Mildly curious as to why this is a par 5, because it seems pretty short, but I'm not going to look a gift eagle in the mouth. Or beak, as it were. Looks like I'm finally getting used to the timing. It only took 5 tournaments. And this is a case where I probably didn't want to. Yeah, I am massively stuck behind this tree. I need to try this one again and not do a power shot. That's actually going to put me behind this tree. Same problem. Awful. Absolutely terrible and awful. Okay, this one should be better. Just don't land in the bunker. Okay, this should be fine. Oh, yeah, don't do that. No, I can make this. I can make it. See, there we go. No. That was... I don't know what that was. The angle of the trajectory just looked off. Also, the fact that it's off by default kind of sucks. Because the point where it started me was already going to the right. That hill wasn't enough to affect my trajectory. I know that. I didn't want full power, but that's okay. Yikes. Okay, at least it wasn't out of bounds. Alright, that's fine. I need to do a lot better on the back 9, though. Here's the Baby Mario one. Shit, there's so many trees in the way. Fuck, you got so many trees, Baby Mario. There's no way I hit that. There is no way I hit that tree. Well, whatever. That's fine. I'll take that, I guess. Nah. That green where the thing, it goes down and then to the left and then down and to the left, I have no idea what that's supposed to do. I feel no remorse about using a rewind on that. They keep putting trees right in the way of where the good trajectories are at. Alright, good. That was a lot further to the left than I meant to, I guess. That's fine. Not like it would have been anything other than a birdie anyway. Alright, we're tied. That's rough. Shit. Let's see what this does. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. That was perfect. That was just kind of a test, and it was literally exactly what I wanted. Second shot wasn't that great. I can maybe still birdie this, though. That's too strong. That's way too strong. Okay. That one I feel a little bit of remorse about using a rewind on. Just a little bit. That's gonna push me to the right. I can make do with this. I was hoping that would be closer, but that's fine. That's okay. Oh, I'm even in the lead now. And this one's Koopa Troopa. I've never looked at some of the maps zoomed out like that. I don't think I ever recognized what this one was meant to be. I'm gonna need to retry that one. Like I said, this course is rough. It's not as bad as the last tournament in a game called Golf in It, which is a procedurally generated Mario Golf-like game that I played a few months back. While for the most part, it was a good Mario Golf-like game, the last tournament, I described it this way in my media thread, it just vomited obstacles onto the course. It would be impossible. Because the holes are procedurally generated, there's times when it would be basically impossible to par the course. And you had power-ups in that game, and it still would be impossible because you still just... There would be places where the fairway had traps, and it was just completely overlaid with traps. There was literally no safe spot on the fairway. Absolutely ridiculous game. The idea of a Mario Golf game that, you know, could procedurally generate courses so you could effectively play it forever sounds pretty cool. It just kind of didn't work out entirely. I need to start getting some more birdies to get some insurance over Mario. Yeah, because he's back ahead of me now. 3 holes left. Okay, we're back even again. 2 holes left. I might start abusing the rewind and retries, save and quits more here, to make sure I don't lose. Again, I really should play the N64 version more. I played a little bit when it was added to NSO, and it didn't click right away, so I just kind of stopped. But I should go back and give it another try. That's bad. Stay out of the water, stay out of the water! Okay. No one saw anything. Is it just me, or is this green kind of shaped like a dog? Like, does anyone else see it too? Like, the bit on the left is the snout? Alright, we're tied. Tied going into the final hole. Oh, God. This is, oof. Okay, that's fine. I can take that. And that gives me a birdie. I win! Oh my god, that was close! Oh my god, I had no idea what he was going to get on that hole. If he got a birdie, I would have actually lost because the tie goes to the CPU. So much XP for getting that gold trophy. These stats don't matter. You know what? It might have actually gone to sudden death now that I think about it. Yeah, wow, that was kind of heart-pounding right there at the end. And we get to see this little thing again. And now we get the real credits. Alright, man, it was so fun to go back to this and share it with all of you. I love this song. Like, I love this version of this song. Oh, this is so good. I'm just gonna vibe for a bit, actually. Alright, well, since I don't think I have much else to say other than how much I love this game, which I've basically repeated over and over since the start of this stream, I'm actually just going to let the rest of the credits play out as they are, and I'll see you all next time for more HellfireComms live streams. Bye, everyone.